y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to do something a little different. We're going to do a planner flip through. I did only get this planner in October, so it's only going to be a 3-month flip through, and then I'll do a 6-month flip through because I'll just do October through December for this video, and then I'll do a January through July flip through when we complete all those months. So let's go ahead and get started. I figured this would be a good way to just kind of see how I have progressed in my planning and my style. So each month before the month starts, you have this notes page, and I use it to write down. I pre-plan what spreads I will be using for each week. So I just write week 1 through 4, and then I write the shops that I will be using for that spread, or the main shops that I'll be using. So this was my first monthly planning. I don't like it at all, absolutely despise it. I didn't really know what I was doing. It's kind of all over the place, washi's all over the place. Yeah, just, I don't even want to look at it. So I have covered up 2 sections every week. I've covered up my spending and I've also covered up my weigh-in section, just because that's a private thing to me, and I don't really want to share that for everybody. So I have those covered up every week, but other than that, everything else is left for you to look at. So for the first week, the main shops that I used was the Paperly Boutique and Planner-esque. So I believe this is Paperly Boutique's full boxes, and this is Planner-esque. I pretty much had an idea of what I wanted to do. I've always known that I wanted the to-do, today, and fitness sections. I tried doing like how everybody has the to-do at the top, today in the middle, and then they usually have their other section at the bottom. I didn't use full boxes at this point. I mean, half boxes at this point. I used the full boxes, and I was writing on them, and you can't really see too much of what I'm writing with the prints in the background. Really wasn't sure of what I was doing. I've always used Planner Kate's water bottles. I think these are great to track your hydration. And I've always used her sidebars, which I absolutely love. And then at the top, I usually use Craft Diva 2818. She has a little quote she has a sheet of quotes, and I just cut out the one that I think matches the best, and I stick it up in my Thankful Thoughts section. So this is how the first week turned out. I'm not a huge fan of it, but you know, it was my first spread. Here is my second one. This was my breast cancer awareness one. I really do enjoy the way that this one turned out. I didn't have matching sidebar stickers. I was, again, new, so I ordered the monthly colors of this and didn't realize that none of those colors match for this spread. So I just kind of made my own sidebar. It worked out pretty well. I still kept the to-do at the top, the today in the middle, and the fitness at the bottom. Again, I didn't have my Planner Kate water bottles. Tempted to draw them, and they look horrendous. So if I could just like mark out those, it would be great. At this point, I hadn't figured out that I could go ahead and get her multicolored water bottle sheets, and I would have been able to fill those in, but it is what it is. I did change to the half boxes at the bottom. Figured out that I liked that a lot better to mark what things I was focusing on in my fitness. And the shops that I used mainly for this one was It's Planning Time, Heartfelt Life, and Goddess Ink, and they're all kind of mixed in together. You have some ombre full boxes and some heart checklist flags. I'm not sure how I like using every other one. I mean, it's not too bad looking, but I like cohesiveness throughout it. And I think, if I remember correctly, these full boxes were from Goddess Ink. I know that a lot of the decorations were really a blend between all three of the shops that I used for this week. Alright, so this week I realized that I liked having the Today section at the top. And I have the Today, To Do, Fitness as usual, but I kept the To Do in the middle. I felt it broke up the prints, and I felt like the weeks previous it was a little print heavy. This one's not too bad, but this one's a little print heavy at the bottom, and you have some white space up here at the top, so I felt like this broke it up nicely. I used the Paperly Boutique and Carolina's Crafts. Really and truly the only Carolina's Crafts that I used were these chevron half boxes down here. I think Paperly Boutique only had 4 in her kit, so I supplemented from some other extras that I had. And I have my Craft Diva 2818 sticker, Planner Kate, and Planner Kate, and then a bunch of different little decorative stickers and functional stickers from other shops. Really do like the way that this one turned out. I feel like I finally found my groove in this one. So this was the first one that I just kind of felt comfortable with. Alright, and for this week I used Sweet Kawaii Design and Planner-esque. At the time, Sweet Kawaii Design did not have any full boxes in her kit. She now does, which I'm so excited about. So all these full boxes at the top were from Planner-esque, and I found some that kind of went along with the color scheme from Sweet Kawaii Design. I love Sweet Kawaii Design stickers. I just think they're so adorably cute. Again, my usual sidebar and my fitness. I did add a little touch from Sweet Kawaii Designs. I used her little page flags and made some half boxes. She didn't have any in her kit. These were like checklist. It was like a full box, and I just cut them in half and laid them down. I really like the way that this one turned out. It's definitely like pre-Halloween. And then we get into the week before November. Again, I did the usual, wrote weeks 1 through 5 and wrote the shops that I would be using. I love the way this turned out so much better than the one I did for October. This is when I kind of figured out what I wanted to do for my monthly spread. So I do have some washi decorated throughout a little bit, and then I put in my bills due through every day that I have a particular bill, and then I wrote my paydays. And then these stickers I used from the Erin Condren stickers that are provided back here. Ooh, that was it. Those I use those for birthdays, and I just feel like this is like clean and neat and much more organized, and I can actually look at it compared to this chaotic mess. So, oh my god, this kind of gives me anxiety looking at it. This was my Halloween spread, and I kind of feel like Halloween threw up. I tried to use all the decorative stickers that I had accumulated from freebies from all the kits that I have bought. It was a little much. I should have just tried to be minimalist with it, but that didn't happen. So the main shops that I used in here were Penny Lane Planning and Three Little Birds Studio. It's kind of like an even mix between the two. Main decorative stickers was from Three Little Birds, but these little candy corn ones I know for sure were from Sweet Kawaii Design, but the main kit itself was from Penny Lane Planning. This was my first official week of November. I love this so much better than this one. This is a little too busy for me. I'm surprised that I actually used this, but this is definitely a lot easier for me to look at. So this kit came from Pause Paper and Prickly Pear Planner. I kind of combined the two because Pause Paper only had, I believe, 4 full boxes. So I used Prickly Pear Planner. These full boxes here, you can tell those are the glossy ones, the 3 there. And I believe that's where I got these half boxes from as well. Threw in some decorative stickers. But I definitely like the way that this turned out. I think these little decorative stickers are just enough and they're really cute. I love this spread. I think this is one of my favorite spreads. I love pastels. This one is from Pause Paper again, and Organized Eden. Organized Eden, I think were just the half boxes because I don't think Pause Paper had them. So I think I got a tribal set of half boxes from Organized Eden. But everything else came from Pause Paper, including the decorative stickers, and I think Organized Eden also gave me some decorative stickers that match the tribal. But I love the way that this turned out. I think it's beautiful. And then this week I used Scribble Prints Co. I like the way that this one turned out too. I love these prints that she chose for her kit. I think it's gorgeous. These half boxes, I want to say came from Planner-esque, as well as these labels, because I don't think Scribble Prints Co. had these half boxes. I'm not 100% on that, but I could find out if you really wanted to know. But I'm continuing my today to do in fitness, and I have the decorative up here with the semi-white space in the middle. I really like the way that flowed. And then I throw in my decorative stickers more so in the middle here. And this time I used a Scribble Prints Co. Thankful Thought sticker instead of a Craftiva 2818. And this kit is my Thanksgiving week. It's definitely not as busy as my Halloween spread, but it is still a little busy. This one came from Sweet Kawaii Design, and again at this time Sweet Kawaii Design didn't have any full boxes, so I used full boxes from the Paperly Boutique to fill in. And then on Thursday I used her menu, which I think was originally meant for the sidebar, but I'm pretty consistent with my Planner Kate sidebar. So I stuck this in on Thursday, which was Thanksgiving, so I had my meal written in. But I had some decorative stickers in here, mainly came from Sweet Kawaii Designs. I really do like the way that this spread turned out. And here is my December week 1 through 4 planned out which weeks I wanted what kits to go on. Again, I did pretty much the same thing. This time I used the washi to cover up December. I don't even remember why I did that. Oh, I know why. Because it had the blue background and I wanted this to be green and red, and it was bothering me that this had a blue background for the monthly color, so I just covered it all with washi. And I mark out the days that aren't in the month with washi, and then the days, because it gives you like the few days before from November, and it'll give you the few days after for the next month. So I just mark those out. Again, I put all the bills due, paydays, I added in anniversaries, and then these stickers are the Erin Condren stickers, and I put birthdays on them. So this was my first week of December. I did a Frozen theme, and it was from Scribble Prints Co. And I used some decorative stickers from the xoxo sticker sheet. I really love the way that this one came together. It is a little busy with all the snowflakes going on, but I still really like it. It's different. And then I have my Sweet Kawaii design kit, and then I used the full boxes from Coconut Hut Designs. I love the way that this turned out. It's very clean and crisp, and I did use the December colors. And then this one is one of my favorite spreads. This one is from Juju All Over. I did like a Silver Bells kind of winter wonderland theme with touches of blues. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. And this last spread is from Stargaze Prints. It kind of feels a little bit, just a little bit like my Halloween. It's a little busy, but it's not quite as busy as the Halloween spread. I do like how Christmassy it is though. Alright, so that's it for my 3-month update. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you would like to see my 6-month update from January to July, give me a thumbs up so I know to do that and that y'all are interested in it. If you have any comments or suggestions for me, leave those in the comments down below. Go ahead and hit subscribe so you'll be the first to know whenever I post a new video. And also check out my Instagram so you can see my updates on my spreads as the weeks go on. I hope to see you for the next one, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye!